It's Saturday and it can only mean one thing. It's Rebuild Day. And today we're going to be trying out Leicester City this time around. Not doing particularly well in real life. Sitting at the bottom, I think they are, of the Premiership. However, they did surprise everybody in 2016 when they did win the Premiership. So it's all gone to pot since then, I fear. They have got the one FA Cup win in 2021. And Carabao last time in 2000. £52 million in the bank. And they've also got some budget there as well. We are not going to be doing any transfers. We are using an updated transfer listing from fmscout.com. I think it's up to and including the 10th of September. So with the season already started by now, we are going to leave everything as it is, and we will be simulating that first season straight away. So we will be bypassing the first transfer window. Since their win in 2016, they have finished, I'd say, around about in 10th position on average, a 12th and 9th, a couple of 5th places and an 8th. We're going to try and better that one, and obviously try and do better than what they're doing this season. Their squad, if we take a look through it very quickly, they've got Alex Smithies, Daniel Iverson and Danny Ward, the goalkeepers. I think we will need to next season look at spending some money on a new goalkeeper. So that will be a priority next season. A couple of defenders, Johnny Evans, ex-Man United, and he's at 33 now. He still looks pretty good though. If we just have a quick look at him, nah, it's okay. He wouldn't get into many other teams, I don't think, not top teams at least anyways. He's still got a little bit of pace on him, not too much, but his anticipation and composure is probably still up there, marking and tackling as well. They also got Vestergaard and I can't pronounce his name, Kalglar. Superb apparently, this chap, 25 years old, from Turkey. Actually, he looks better than what Johnny Evans looks, actually. I mean, then again, he has got about 8 years. He's younger, so he should do pretty well. Ricardo Pereira, right back. We've got Daniel Amati, Bertrand as well, 31-year-old. Some of these players we will be having to replace eventually. Castagna as well. That left back of midfield. He can play anywhere, actually. He looks pretty decent. Quite handy, I'm beginning to think. Luke Thomas, James Justin, Tielemans, which has been on the tip of everybody's lips for transfers out. So we're going to see if we can try hold on to him, but I think he's an excellent player. Either a cam, DM or a central midfielder, but I'm guessing central midfielder. Or it could be a cam, actually, to be fair, but I think more midfielders are needed. But it looks really, really good, though. And at 24 years old as well. £82 million he's worth. Wow. Ndidi as well. Excellent stuff. Another good player. Dewsbury Hall. Samare, Mendy, Albrighton still there. Prayer as well, 27-year-old. Jose Perez as well. Striker, I'm thinking. Or actually, could play midfield as a cam, actually. That could be quite handy. We've got Vardy up front and Daka as well. Madison at 24. Still a few years left in his contract. Again, 24 years old. Looks really good. These are the players we need to be playing around, I think. Harvey Barnes, Iniacho, Daka and Vardy. Vardy will probably look to move on at some point. £10 million at 34 years old. We want to start introducing younger strikers, and I think Daka is probably that striker we would like to see more of, I feel. This is the formation we will be playing this season. We are going to the 4-2-3-1. This is their favoured formation as well, which is good because I kind of like this formation myself. I'm not so sure about having a ball-winning midfielder and defend. I'd rather have a DLP. But we'll see how the first season goes. We can always tweak it. We've got two inverted wingers, wing-backs, support and attack, advanced forward, AP, and in possession. We are going balanced as well, by the way. We're going to be slightly off-tempo, just not maximum. Standard passing as well. Play it out from the back. And let's go width. Let's stick it out a little bit more width is there as well. Counter press and counter. We just want to keep being relentless out there as well. Again, we'll play it from the back also. Distribute quickly. I'm not going to do that and cause too many mistakes. And we're going to play sort of a higher line. This season, we are predicted to finish in 8th position. If that's where they are expected to finish this season, they're not doing a very good job of it so far. So hopefully we'll do slightly better. The vision as well, they want to play attacking football, play entertaining football and develop players using the youth system. So if we have a quick look at the youth setup, let's have a look at what we have got. it doesn't seem an awful lot, to be fair. Chowdhury's out on loan. Ben Nelson, Jakob and Apaya, they're all out on loans. Same with Brad Young, George Hurst. I mean, there are some good ones in there. Sammy Braybrook, 17 years old. I think he could have potential. He's got very high potential, but we'll see what he's like in a couple of years' time. Hopefully he'll go out on loan. Our under-18s. Okay. There's 2. Amani Richards. Okay, there is something there, but I can't quite see it just yet. And Will Alves as well. Again, maybe, maybe not. So they also want us to reach the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, the quarterfinals of the Carabao, and become recognised as the best of the rest. So are they expecting us just to get up to about 7th position, 6th position, and that's it? We're ambitious. We want to go a little bit higher than that if we can. So without any further ado, let's get this first season started. And we'll be right back after season 1. Well, I have to say I did not expect this. Wow, what a result. This is 5th in the table, 65 points, clearly some way off the leaders. And we're about 11 points off 3rd spot as well. 3 behind Arsenal, which is amazing as well. But 10 goals, there were 70 goals we scored. We did concede an awful lot. That does land us in the Europa League though, so that's amazing. Palace, Southampton and Forest all go down. Vardy, leading goal scorer in the league, so there's no room for Daka then, but he finishes ahead of Salah and Haaland, which is really, really good. Can't believe that actually. And Harvey Barnes, 14 assists, the most in the league as well. Excellent stuff. And we're on a run of 6 games without losing. And we scored the 3rd most goals in the division with Liverpool, who finished 2nd, scored 102 goals. So if we quickly go through the some of the results then. So we start off against Brighton with a big win. We do lose against some of the top 6. Villa, we lost 3-1 there, amazingly enough as well. Liverpool, we do beat 3-1 away from home. Vardy, Calgler and Tielemans scoring. That's amazing. We lose to Bournemouth, Tottenham and Palace in November. That's a bad month, but we do start picking up. There doesn't seem to be many draws in here at all. Liverpool would take a spanking after beating them away from home. United we lose to again. We lose to Man City 5-1. And 6-1 to Bournemouth. What? Did we lose to Bournemouth twice? 3-1 and 6-1. Wow, that hurts a lot actually. That's really bad. But again, results-wise, not very big. But games we expect to win, we didn't. And some of the bigger teams we probably didn't expect to win at all. We do lose to Bolton in the Carabao Cup 2nd round, so enough said about that, the better. And the FA Cup, we get as far as the 5th round, losing to Arsenal 2-0. It's not a bad start. I don't think it's quite a good start to the season. Finishing 5th, getting knocked out early in the cup competitions, we probably have to sacrifice at least 2 of them in order to finish high up. But that's not bad. 5th round, but again, losing to Arsenal. I'd expect to do better, especially being at home. So, looking at the squad, how well did we do? So, Vardy, 37 goals. That's just genius, isn't it? Harvey Barnes, 12 goals and 16 assists, which is really good. Maddison, disappointed by him, really. 4 goals, 5 assists. Daka played 4 starts, 4 goals. That's not too bad. I really want him to start leading the line with him only being 23 years old. He is the future. I think with Vardy, it's a possibility we could move him on in order to let Daka develop. I think that would be a great idea actually. But to be fair, I don't think we've got any. Perez is our only other striker. 2 goals and 16 starts. I mean, Daka did better than that. So it just goes to show we do have to use him a bit. And Iniacho as well, 9 starts, 3 goals, 2 assists. Again, another great striker. So I do feel we have to move one of the strikers on. Going through the assists, it is Harvey Barnes. But other than that, it is right through the whole team though. Not many, but we still get quite a number of goals. And we just need to distribute them a little bit more than what they have done. But it's a great start to our first season. We just need to have a look at what they are going to be giving us. £42 million to spend in the window. We need a goalkeeper. I think we need a midfielder at least anyway, and possibly a defender. If we can get them, one of each of them, then we're looking good. So we'll come back after the window and see what we've done. Right, in reversing order, we decided to go goalkeeper, defender and midfielder, and I think we have got them for this season. Abdou Diallo from PSG, he comes to the side at 26 years old. He's got a little bit of experience, and of course playing with PSG as well. He's going to be pretty good, although he only played 22 games, but it's enough. He was out on loan at Leipzig, didn't really happen for him over there, and as you can see, he's 4 games up for us already. We have got him in the starting lineup for the time being. We'll see how he gets on. It may be just one of them signings where he'll be as a backup eventually, and we just keep improving each season. He's got pace, he's brave, he's got good marking skills as well, tackling also. It's the sort of thing you want in your centre back anyway, especially speed. I mean, I normally go for heading, which he's got. Well, actually, yes, heading and jumping. Okay. That's an added bonus. It wasn't them particular stats I was looking for, actually, which is normally my go-to, but 125 grand a week. Next up is Uros Racic, a midfielder. Again, pretty standard, 24 years old. He looks okay. He's quite consistent from BRG, I think, where he last played. And he was out on loan there, actually. We played Valencia. It was Valencia who we paid £10 million to, I think it was. 4 games for us so far. Again, nothing really to shout home about, but £10 million rising up to 12. Not an awful lot of money, but again, another one of them players where we're trying to get in some decent rotational players in the side, and I think he'll do a good enough job. Whether or not he'll improve is another matter, but it was what was available at the time, and if you wanted anybody younger and better, they're going to cost a premium. But one thing we did not skimp on, and that was a goalkeeper, Andre Onana, 6'4". He's got great jumping reach, fitness as well. Aerial reach is brilliant as well. Rushing out, throwing. He's got great one-on-ones and reflexes. Yeah, good enough as well. I mean, he's got it all. We do spend a hefty £30 million on him. He's conceded 7 in 4, but that could be the fact that we got Diallo in that defence, and then we may have better defenders in there. But we'll see how this season goes at the moment. But other than that, he looks pretty darn good. So £44 million spent in all. We do say goodbye to Mendy, Bertrand as well, and Smithers and Ben Nelson as well. Their latter two go out on loan, but it's only Mendy and Bertrand that actually go on for some money. We get £4 million back. Pre-season's gone pretty well. Just the one loss so far. We beat Norwich, Bournemouth, Villa. We lose to Chelsea 3-0. But look at that, a 14-0 victory in one of our friendlies. And then we go on to beat Frankfurt and Nantes 3-0 apiece. Kiev as well, we beat 4-0. So decent teams we played there and we beat them. But yeah, we just had a little bit of a run riot. It must have been against some kids, must have been. So that does leave us lying 4th in the table. Currently just the one loss. 10 goals for, 3 against. Well, 3 and 4, it's not too bad, I don't think. We have drawn Sevilla, Victoria, Pleasant and Nice in the Europa League. We've got to reach the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and we've drawn Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, where they expect us to reach the quarterfinals. If we can't get past the 3rd round, then we're not going to get the quarterfinals, so I think we're going to be struggling a little bit there. The season preview still has us in 8th position, which is what we're aiming for. I'm guessing the best of the rest. We do want to rise a couple of places at least, and hopefully we can dig ourselves into another top 6 position, which would be absolutely amazing. Some of the transfers going through: United buy sailmakers from Milan for 57. Newcastle pick up Calabria from Milan as well, further 56. Atletico take Zuma from West Ham for 55. United also spend big on Gravenberg as well from Bayern Munich, and Tottenham spent 30 on Ward-Prowse as well. Let's simulate Season 2 and we'll be straight back. Still managed to finish in the European spot, which is absolutely superb. The Euro 2 this time for next season. We do finish in 7th position. 17 wins, not as many as last season. We scored a lot less than last season, but also we did concede a lot less as well, which is a massive, massive improvement. Nunez and Haaland, look at that, 36 each goals. Wow. The league, we start off okay. We after that loss to Chelsea, we go and beat Blackburn, but then lose to Wolves and Newcastle, surprisingly. A 2-0 loss to Brighton. We have a fairly good October. November unbeaten. December unbeaten, 0-0 against Arsenal. We do beat Man U 2-1 and Liverpool 0-0 in November. So that's a pretty good start, as well as Arsenal 0-0. But then we get smashed by City 5-0, which pulls off a string of draws, a couple of wins again. Nothing too massive, though, for the wins. But going towards the end of the season, we fade away drastically, which isn't what you want to see. Amongst that, we do beat Liverpool 1-0, but lose to Arsenal. We lost to City, Man U. And then, I mean, that is a horrible, horrible run-in, that is. But we do finish on a high with a 3-1 victory. That probably helped us get a European spot in the end. The FA Cup, we play Cardiff. We get knocked out at home on penalties with Prayer missing the important one, and fourth round we don't get as far as the quarterfinals, what we were expected to achieve. But to lose to Cardiff, that is very, very disappointing, especially with the 28 shots we had to their 7, and that's after beating Chelsea 2-0. But we do reach the final in the Carabao Cup. We play Aston Villa, and it's Jamie Vardy on the 7th minute to put us in the lead and effectively win us a cup. So that is our first cup competition victory. Very, very happy with that. That's a fantastic start for season 2 with a Carabao win. A trophy's a trophy, as I say. We do beat Liverpool on penalties along the way. I thought we'd get knocked out in that third round, and we didn't. Huddersfield afterwards, Tottenham, Man City. So we do play some of the bigger teams. They couldn't have put out their first team as if that was the case, but I'm not so sure getting to the quarters or semi-finals though. But that's quite phenomenal. Not conceding a goal as well, apart from the early stages. The Europa League, we do qualify for the next stage, which we were probably expected to. We finished second behind Sevilla, 1 point in it, just that one loss to Sevilla, 3-2. We do draw with them as well, but we do beat the other two teams. Victoria Pleasant 4-0 and 1-0, and Nice 3-2 and 4-1. We beat Napoli in the first knockout round after extra time. Prayer scoring with the 112th minute goal. However, we don't get past Milan away from home in the second knockout round, 5-3. Looks like these are one-leg ties. And wow, we were 1-0 up. 94th minute equaliser from Asensio. Wow, that's disappointing. I mean, the goals are just a lot of goals in extra time. A lot of tired legs out there, I gather. But that is must have been an entertaining game, but unfortunately we do go out. So looking at the squad, Daka, 24 goals this season. Not too bad at all. 7 assists. Vardy weighs in with 10. He still managed to play 36 games though. Maddison, 10 goals. 10 goals for Iheanacho as well. 8 for Barnes. Pereira scoring as well. Quite a few assists along the way. I mean, there's a lot of players scoring goals, so that's an improvement. Assists-wise, Pereira, Tielemans, Vardy, Castagna as well, and Daka. I mean, there are a lot of assists, so everybody's weighing in. Onana, how did he do? I always like to have a look at the goalkeepers. 10 clean sheets. That's not bad at all. Not bad. 47 conceded, which isn't too bad in total. So for this season, we've been given a little bit more as well now. £62.5 million. So maybe we'll try and offload a few more players, bump that budget up, and we'll bring in some more players. So to kick off with the transfers, Ibrahim Sangare, he comes into the fold. One of our midfielders. We needed to secure our position in the midfield. We needed some quality players, and he brings abundance of that, I feel. At 25 years old, we've got him up till 2028. So our midfielder looks pretty good from that. I mean, physicals look really, really nice as well. Aggression and bravery, superb. Work rate and teamwork, magnificent. Marking as well. I mean, he is down as a DM really, but we are going to be playing him in the midfield, hopefully as a ball winner. If not a box-to-box, but either one, he can play either. £32 million it's cost us. It's a fair bit of whack, I have to say. We had about £60 million. We've spent it. We've only bought a couple of players, but he was in Holland at PSV. Pretty good the last 2 seasons, and already a goal in 2 games for us already, playing a lot better than he did in Holland. So hopefully that'll continue. And our other signing is Jean-Claire Todibo, centre-back, 23 years old, 6'3", jumping reach 16, heading 15. He can mark, jump, run. He's got it all. And that's exactly what I wanted in a centre-back as well. So hopefully, with him in this team, he will stop the goals being leaked in. We've got a decent, he's got a decent partner, and also we've got a decent goalkeeper as well. So the back five, really, including the two wing backs, should be pretty solid now, I'm hoping. And then we can, next season, we can concentrate more of the forward line. £42 million, rising up to 50. I did everything I could to get hold of this one. We tried to get another centre-back. Can't remember who it was, actually, but the money was... we just can't afford him. In the end, I think he went to Valencia, which was really disappointing. But Nice make a fair bit of money on him as well. Pretty good last couple of seasons as well, and already 7.2 for us, so he's keeping up with his ratings at least anyway. £74 million spent overall, £10 million brought in. We do say goodbye to Samara, he's gone to Real Hispales. Burnley have picked up Albrighton, and Smithies has gone to Wolves, 1.2. Pre-season, fantastic, I can't moan at all. We've even qualified for the Europa League 2 because we had to go through a qualifying round, which was... a little bit embarrassing. Saint Etienne we beat 4-2 on aggregate. We've got Iheanacho leading the line this season. Daka's going to take a seat back, so we're going to see what Iheanacho can do, and we'll decide who's going to lead the line for next season, or if we need to bring in another striker. But like I say, pre-season, fantastic. We even beat Inter in that 3-1 in a friendly. That does leave us lying in third position, 2 from 2, 8 goals, 6 goal difference. Only conceded 2 in the 2 games, so it's not too bad. United, Chelsea above us. Liverpool behind us with Arsenal. Man City in 7th. We've picked up in the Europa League 2 AEK, Larnakas, Maribor and Jurgendens. So this is going to be an interesting Europa League 2, that is. Reached the quarterfinals again in the FA Cup, and we've picked up Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. In fact, did I not mention... we thrashed Newcastle in the league 5-2, as well as beating Bournemouth as well, if I didn't mention them result. The preview, once again, sees us sitting in 8th. It just seems to be we're going to be there unless we get some more quality players. But the big fees being paid out. Bayern have bought Cucurella from Chelsea for £120 million. Newcastle picked up McKinney for 71. Man City have picked up 2 players. Harry Kane from Tottenham for 86 million and Leon Bailey for 59. Does that mean they haven't got Haaland anymore? I've just got to have a look now. Yeah, they have got Haaland. Now they've got Harry Kane as well. Insane. Right, without any further ado, let's crack on with Season 3. And we'll see you guys in just a second. Well, I have to say that's gone reasonably well. We've finished in 4th position, Champions League place behind Liverpool, United and Everton make it. 3 points off Everton in the end. 10 losses, but we do score a lot of goals, keep the goals to a minimum conceded, and with the 21 wins as well. Haaland, top goal scorer with just only 29, and Ivan Toney's in there as well, but it's unfortunate we don't see any other player in there. We do score the 3rd highest in the league though. The fixtures then, we have a lot of losses very early on in the season. A 4-0 win over Palace, so that's quite a nice one. We lose to Fulham, Tottenham, draw with Chelsea. We lose to Liverpool, just the 1-0 though. We lose 3-0 to Man City down here also. Wow, that's unfortunate. Again, some of the big clubs like United, Wolves we lose to. We draw with Leeds, we draw with City in the end, and then we have a little bit of a run where we only lose 2 games in the space of 4.5 months. That is superb. Only losing to United and Arsenal. We finished strongly. A 5-1 win over Forest, 5-1 win over Sheffield United as well, 4-0 win over Newcastle after that 5-2 thumping earlier on in the season. We draw with Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham. I mean, that's a very, very good finish. The FA Cup, we only get as far as the quarter-finals, losing to Tottenham 1-0. An 81st minute goal by Alfie Devine. Unfortunate. I'd say we're on top of it, even though possession says otherwise. The Carabao Cup, we falter at the quarter-finals. We don't hang on to the trophy. Vardy puts us ahead, but 2 goals in the last 10 minutes from Liverpool. Madueke, it's unfortunate, but we went toe-to-toe virtually. Liverpool Probably a little bit more energy towards the end, but yeah, 10 minutes to go. It's very sad that we couldn't hold on. Euro League 2, we finished top of the table, 6 for 6, as we would have thought we would have done. 3-0 for, I mean, quite convincing though, really. Some of them scores, just conceding the 3 goals overall, 21 goals scored. Quite convincing in the end. Second knockout round, we play Montpellier and we win that 4-3. Iniacho and Maddison scoring the goals before a late rally from Montpellier in the 79th minute, but kind of outplayed them a little bit, I feel. 29 shots to 3. Vitesse, we play in the quarterfinals and we win that 5-1 overall thanks to a 3-0 lead in the first leg. But Vardy and Diallo scoring the goals for us in this game. However, we do falter at the semi-final to Borussia Dortmund. Despite having a 1-1 draw away from home in the first leg, we lose 2-1 at home to lose the tie 3-2. Very disappointing. We go ahead in this tie, and again, Adeyemi this time with 2 goals straight away, actually. 3 goals in 7 minutes. We just couldn't hold on just from an extra couple of minutes to not concede a goal. And I think we may have won this tie. But again, possession-wise, we were on top of it. I think it was a competition we could have won quite easily. Dortmund go on to win the Euro 2 with a 4-2 victory over Shakhtar. So well done to them. But if they dropped out of the Champions League, it's kind of easy for them, isn't it? So squad, how did we do? Goals and 36 goals for Iniacho. Vardy with 24. Daka with 11. It appears to me that it is Iniacho that is going to lead the line for the time being. But 36 goals is absolutely wonderful. Vardy still hanging in there at the grand old age of 37. He's got another year left in his contract. Whether or not he'll hang on a little bit longer, maybe just as that super sub. But if he can still put performances in like that, 45 games he played as well. I mean, Daka comes on for 40. I'm assuming he swapped places with Vardy. I don't know. Harvey Bonds still doing the job as well. That's excellent stuff. Maddison. Calglar as well at the back. 5 goals. Sangare, 4 goals, 3 assists. Not bad in his first season. And Todibo, what did he do? Averaging 7.1 with a goal and an assist. That's not bad in his first season. He's superb morale at the moment. But 16 assists for Maddison alongside his 9 goals. 12 for Bonds. Castagna with 10. Prayet with 10 and 9 for Vardy and Tielemans. Tielemans still doing wonders at the moment, but his ratings are not so much though. Finances, we've been given another £60 million. We are going to have to look at strengthening our forward line, although saying that 70 odd goals this season is not bad at all. I think again we're going to have to look at left back, right back options this time. Let's consolidate our back four. We need to stop conceding goals, and possibly we need to get another midfielder in, just to give some of these players some competition. So let's go and spend this money, and we'll come back and have a look at what we've done. So the first of our signings then, from Manchester United, Amad Diallo, right winger. I'm not sure why I went for him. He just looks pretty good. Pace, acceleration. He's got great dribbling. He can cross the ball. He's got good passing technique. He's only 22 years old, and it fits the asking of the board as well, under 23 players to sign. So, I mean, we're going to start him in the lineup, see if he progresses this season. We spent an awful lot of money on him. He's worth £73 million, but £50 million we spent. I think that's kind of... I mean, that's just United not letting him go for any cheaper. I'm very disappointed with that, to be honest. He's still got potential left, so I'm quite happy with it. So we'll see how it goes this season. I'm hoping he's going to improve quite a bit. Also in the £50 million mark is Rayan Aït-Nouri, left back. I was looking for another left back, to be fair. We have got an abundance of wing backs. And why not buy another one? He looks pretty darn good. And once again, 23 years old. Great potential as well. And he'll just fit in quite nice. And we spent 55, going on to 63. So, yeah, we've overspent again. But not bad couple of seasons with Wolves. But he's worth £125 million. So, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, again, he's going to be our starting left back for this season. Finally, when we bought him, he was a wonder kid. It looks like we've ruined him. Calvin Ramsey. He's going to be our starting right back. Wonderful potential. Current ability is almost there already. And again, another youngster, 21 years old. We again paid a premium for him, £37 million to bring him in from Liverpool. So £37 million spent there, and £100 million spent near the bottom there. So 110. So nearly £150 million spent for this season going forward. We do say goodbye to Iverson and Hamza Chowdhury, going for 4 million and 13 respectively. And also we say goodbye to Pereira as well for £15 million. He's gone to Atalanta. Pre-season's gone off okay. It was really good until we hit the start of the Premiership. We played Liverpool. We lost 2-1. We beat Newcastle 1-0 and struggled with Everton 2-2. We are just outside the European spots. We're lying in 10th position with 4 points. Liverpool top of the table. And we've drawn Leipzig, Juventus and Ferencváros as well in the Champions League, and we've drawn Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup. So with all them people going and people coming in, 50-1, 8th position once again. We're finding it very hard to get into that top 7 at the moment. But biggest fees paid then, United play 59 for Ibanez, and also Lamptey from Brighton for £59 million. Newcastle spent 51 on Costa, and Liverpool spent 53 on Richarlison as well. Wow. So without any further ado, let's go and simulate Season 4. And we'll see what that brings. Right, Season 4 comes to a close and we've managed to get ourselves into a European spot. And I believe that's Champions League, even though we finished in 6th position. Level with Leeds. We're only missing out on the 1 goal difference, unfortunately. They did score one hell of a lot of goals than we did, but even so, again, we are a team with no players in the top 3 ratings of anything, really. So that's disappointing, but I don't care. It's a Champions League going into the final season. So results then, how did we fare? Losing to Tottenham. There's a few results and they're not very big. There's a lot of draws though. We keep a few clean sheets. A loss to Forest there. Surprise. Even a 2-0 to Leeds as well. United we lose to. We do draw with Chelsea though. Any big scores? No, nothing at all. We do beat Arsenal though. 3-2. We beat Liverpool 2-0. United we lose 4-3. Chelsea we lose again. We draw with City, but we do have a good run in towards the end of the season, which probably sees us into that position though, with a 1-1 draw against Leeds there as well. Tottenham we win again, and there's a few good results towards the end of the season and quite a lot of clean sheets here. The FA Cup, we get halted at the 5th round at home to Liverpool. We take the lead through Iheanacho and Nunez and Salah, both scoring for Liverpool, which end our hopes of progressing in this competition. We don't fare much better in the Carabao Cup, and we go out to the 4th round away to Wolves. Amadou Diallo in the 85th minute, even though we were on top of this game. The Champions League, we bow out into the Europa League. 3 wins though. We do beat Leipzig and Ferencváros twice as well, but not enough to get into the next round, which is probably a godsend, because if we've entered the Champions League again, it probably means now we have won the Europa League. So let's go and have a look and see what's happened. So we enter at the first knockout round. We do beat Rapid Vienna 4-0 over the 2 legs, 3-0 at home, and Iheanacho scoring in the first minute, which virtually puts the tie to bed. The second knockout round, we beat Roma 5-2, which is a really good result actually. 3-1 away from home. Iheanacho again, Amad Diallo and Rakitic as well in the middle of the park. I mean, that's a superb result, especially away. And again, we are putting in some very, very good performances now. We meet Chelsea in the quarterfinals. A good 3-0 home leg win does see us through the tie, despite losing 2-0 away from home. We were outplayed, and I think we're just hanging in there. Last 15 minutes must have been a really squeaky bum on seats time. The semi-final, we do have an easier go of it though. 5-1 winners over Salzburg. Diallo in the first minute giving us a 5-0 lead. And yeah, apart from that, we were quite comfortable 5-0 at that point. They get a goal back in the 53rd minute, but it's nowhere near enough to trouble us. And that puts us into our first Europa League final. And in the final, we get to play Fiorentina, who we did play earlier on in the friendlies. And is that an own goal? No, it wasn't. It was Justin took it away from our goalkeeper there, and what a really odd goal that was to give away. So we're 1-0 down in the final, but we do find a way back into it. First goal through Harvey Barnes, I think it was. A beautiful goal across the face of the goal, actually, from Ramsey. A beautiful goal and a great assist as well. And going into extra time, I think it was Daka this time, and so again a lovely finish. The ball just forced to him absolutely wonderfully, and as you can see, we did have a very much majority of that game. 34 shots to their 9. We should have won this a lot more comfortable than what it actually was, but a 2-1 win. It's a trophy. We're in Europe and we're in the Champions League next season. So squad then, oh wow, not many goals, but it is distributed to the whole team. I think Iniacho with 18, not an awful lot. I do think we need to go into the market for a striker though. Harvey Barnes playing absolutely superb, 14 goals. Daka, 14 goals. Maybe we need to stick him back up front maybe for the final season, or do we just leave it blank and let them fight it out between themselves? 46 substitute appearances and he scores nearly as much as Iniacho, and he had 54 starts. That's just crazy. 12 goals for Mazwanais as well. I think he's 22 years old. He was one of our youngsters, I believe. But on the left-hand side, wow, that's not bad at all, is it, really? 28 starts, 12 goals, 8 assists. Marvellous. And Amad Diallo as well in his first season. 8 goals, 10 assists. That's got to be quite decent as well. Did Madison play? 53 goals as well. Abdou Diallo as well, 3 goals from the back. I mean, Tielemans, 3 and 5. It's not too bad. Ndidi as well, 2 and 2. That's quite good. So assist-wise, Madison, Diallo, Prayer as well getting in on there. Justin as well with 6 goals from the left-hand side. Harvey Barnes got Luke Thomas as well, getting 5 assists. So everybody's really getting involved. I don't think there's many players that actually didn't get any game time. Ben Nelson got a few off the bench. Daka, Ward, even he got a few games as well. I just want to have a look on our goalkeeper, Onana. How many clean sheets did he get? Because we did seem to see it an awful lot. 13, 18 overall. He did concede 41 goals. It was a lot less than last season, though, it has to be said. How well did Ward do when he came in? No clean sheets. Okay, that's not too bad. 3 goals. 3 games, 5 goals, assists in the league. That's not too bad. But that's very, very good from our point of view. But I think the striker position, I don't think it's no longer Iniacho's either. He had a good season last season. Not so much this season. So going into the final season, what have we got? And they are going to be giving us £51 million. We are in debt though, apparently. We did have a £263 million original debt. That's now reduced to 205. And sponsorships, it doesn't seem an awful lot. Probably £30 million there. It's not an awful lot, is it? We're in Europe as well. Right, okay, let's go and spend some of this lovely money, and we'll be straight back to go through what we've done. Right, starting in reverse order, we decided to go for another striker. We have got Iniacho, we have got Daka. Vardy has retired to become our under-18s manager, so that's quite good. At least we keep him on board. But João Pedro comes to the team as another striker. We tried to offload Iniacho. He's dropped off considerably. He didn't have a very good season last season. And despite his efforts, Daka, coming off the bench, nearly scored as many goals as he did last season. So we thought we'd go into the market for another one. João Pedro was available. He's still got very, very good stats as well. And only 23 years old, £36 million it's cost us. He's got a goal to his name already, 7.1. It's pretty decent. From Tottenham, I think it is. Was that Watford, Tottenham? Okay, yeah, Tottenham. We decided to take one of their players, and he was transfer listed. We decided to, yeah, you know what, let's go and get him. He's proven in the Premiership, so let's do it. So yeah, he comes to the team, and I'm quite happy with his progress so far. Next up is a defender. I've been trying to get him right from the very start, and I realised I had him on my shortlist. So I looked at my shortlist, and he was still available, and we nabbed him. Very, very good at the back. We have got 2 very good defenders already, but to bring in another one, it'll just reinforce our back line. Wing backs we've got abundance of, so we're not going to change any of them. £45 million. He's actually got a goal for us already. Wow, I didn't realise that. From PSG as well, so they don't make that much money on him. But a 7.27, almost playing the best of his career so far. These Portuguese players are so, so good. You look at Bruno, you look at Ronaldo, I mean, they're just we're going to just have a Portuguese side. I've decided they seem to be the best place to go to, and Sporting seem to have abundance of them. And finally, we go to our rivals and we bring in Fabio Carvalho. I'm not sure where he's going to be playing, actually, whether he's going to be playing cam, whether he's going to play wing, or he could even play up front if need be. We just don't know where he's going to play. He wasn't available. Our scouting reports suggested him. He could be a good fit. And once again, another Portuguese player. I mean, I don't know what it is with these Portuguese players. They're just so good. But it's going to be the first time I've actually bought Carvalho, so we'll see how he does. But £50 million and an assist already for a 7.13. He's been with the Liverpool. He was out on loan actually with Nimes. Played 21 games last season. Didn't do an awful lot. But again, he's played in the Premiership and he's played with one of our rivals as well. So we do say goodbye to a lot of players. So some went at the end of last season. And Sangare, he's gone to Leeds for £39 million. Castagna, he's gone to Newcastle for £38 million. And a couple of other players going as well. And I think we lost somebody else. Amati, he's gone to Olympiacos as well. And a couple of other freebies also. So a bit of money going out the door. We do spend a fair bit of money otherwise. And £120 million there. Or maybe more than that. What would you say? £140 million maybe. And then obviously half of that coming back. Our finances, yeah, we're £126 million in the red. Well, we had the money to spend, and we're still under budget, so I'm not too particularly worried. Formation-wise, we are going to be playing with two inverted forwards. We're going to have a DLP this time and a ball winner. Our two wing-backs are going to automatic, and we're going to be attacking for a change. We're going to be playing out of defence, work it into the box since we got two inside forwards. We are counter-pressing, playing from the back, and we are pushing our defenders up this time. They were about here before, so we've just pushed them up a little bit further. And that seemed to bring us a little bit of success as well. The Euro Super Cup. We've beat Milan in the Super Cup. The winners of the Champions League versus the winners of the Europa League. And we win that. So does that mean we are the best in Europe? It would assume so, wouldn't it? I mean, that is absolutely amazing. So another trophy, and another big trophy actually. So another European trophy. Seem to do pretty well in Europe. Well, hopefully we'll do better in the Champions League this time round. But even if we don't, we go into Europa League. We can go ahead and win that one again. But that is a superb performance. 18 shots to 12. Despite the possession going in Milan's favour, we do come out on top. But our pre-season has gone well. We've gone attacking this time round, and it seems to have paid off a little bit as well. Premiership starts with West Ham a 4-1 win, Forest 3-0, and Arsenal, which is a big result, 1-0. In the friendlies, we do beat Inter and Atletico Madrid as well. So, I mean, leading up to the Milan game, we can't ask for a better build-up than that. We are sitting nice on top with a better goal difference than Liverpool. United closely behind Leeds, Norwich, Tottenham and Chelsea. Arsenal are lying in 12th position. We have drawn Inter, PSV and Ferencváros. Again, we seem to have played them last time, and sure we did. There's a confirmation of the win in the Super Cup. And we have drawn Tottenham or Oxford in the third round of the Carabao. And we have broken into the top 7. 33-1 Champions League football. And we are in that top 7 now. So we're not the top 8 anymore. We are in the top 7, which is pretty good. We've got Newcastle, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Liverpool and City. It's going to, I mean, apart from Newcastle, it's going to be pretty hard to break into that top echelon. But we're almost there. Almost. Anybody in the Dream 11? I don't think we have got anybody at all, unfortunately. And some of the big signings then. £104 million PSG take Foden from Man City. Bayern take Isaac from Newcastle for 77. But Man City bring in Gonzalez from Bayern Munich. Newcastle get Lozano from Napoli, spending all their money. Barcelona have also nicked Rodri from Man City. But Chelsea and Newcastle buying Calvert-Lewin and Nico respectively. And Newcastle getting Harrison, and Liverpool getting Alessandro Buongiorno as well from Lazio. Wow, some big signings going through there as well. Right, okay, getting into the final season then. Let's simulate this last one, and hopefully we come away with some more silverware. As the rebuild finally comes to an end, the final season. We do finish in a European spot once again, so we're establishing ourselves as a European contender now, or a top 7 side at least now, which is absolutely superb. It's what we wanted to do. We tried to break into the top 5. We've only done it the once, finishing 4th and then a 5th. But 2-6 finishes. But we do record our most league wins in a season, 24, with 87 goals, which I believe is the most. 56 conceded, 75 points, which is by far the most points we've had in a season as well. So there's a massive improvement with bigger and better players. They can only improve. And finally, we get a player on the charts and the most dribbles per 90 minutes, 5.23. by Nouri as well, our left back. Liverpool win the league with 90 points from City, Chelsea, United and Leeds, who finished 5th. So the league results then, how did we do? We didn't, well, after that first initial 3 out of 3, we didn't really win that many games. Only a total of 3 in the next 3 months, which is abysmal. But we did play the likes of Liverpool, United, Chelsea, and Leeds as well, who did finish above us. But we did beat Tottenham amongst them as well, though. But then we go on a bit of a better run, where we still lost to City, but we beat Wolves, we beat Everton, Tottenham we beat again, Newcastle we win, Chelsea we lose. Do beat Liverpool, but we beat Brighton 6-0, and I believe we lost to Brighton earlier on, 4-2. Weird. Really weird. Forest will win 5-3, another big score there. So big scores coming in, and we did go attacking this time, so really going for it. And that we were kind of rewarded with a few more goals this time round. FA Cup, we were halted at the 4th round, losing to Chelsea away from home. 2 goals from Harvey Barnes just wasn't enough. Chelsea just running out 4-2 winners quite convincingly in the end. We do, however, get to the final of the Carabao Cup, which I think we managed to win it again, 2-1, this time against Arsenal. Arsenal going ahead in the 6th minute, and then we have 2 late goals. The referee thinking about the goal there, obviously not cancelling it out, but we do fight our way back into it. 81st minute goal with a really silly back pass from Tamayasu for Arsenal. That's really silly, which gave us a little bit of incentive to go again, as Pedro gets himself into a better position and acted as a decoy as Amad Diallo scores the winner. It's a 2-1 win. It's a trophy, another one this season to go along with the Super Cup. That is superb. Not quite an unsuccessful season after all. Along the way, we did beat Tottenham, Man U even, beating Norwich on penalties, and Newcastle in the semi-finals. Despite having a 3-0 lead, we lost the second leg 2-0, so it was really, really tight in the end. 75th minute, McKennie, just not enough. The Champions League, we finished 2nd in the group behind Inter, just losing the one game to Inter 7-1. Wow, that's diabolical, really is. But we do get our own back in the 4-2 home leg though, but 7-1 away from home, that's just absolutely insane. After beating them in a friendly as well earlier on this season. Beat PSV 3-1 and both 3-1 actually, and Varos we beat again 5-0 and 3-0. We progressed to the knockout stages where we beat Juventus 5-2 after initial 3-0 first leg lead. Daka and Ramsey scoring in this leg, but yeah, it's a foregone conclusion. 3-0 lead, really hard to overturn that. Then in the quarterfinals, we played Bayern Munich with 2-1 victory with Luke Thomas, our other left back, getting the winner on 59 minutes. That is amazing. We're a bit under the cosh by looks of things on the stats wise, but a 2-1 win in the quarterfinals leads us now onto the semi-finals of the Champions League. Could this be our season? Alas, no. We fall at the semi-final hurdle to Real Madrid after a 4-2 first leg lead for Real. A 1-0 lead just isn't enough. Maddison getting the penalty on 10 minutes, making a fight of it, but not enough. We were on top of this game, 18 shots to 11. We're just not, and 10 on target actually, which is amazing. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But we bow out at the semi-final stage, which is a really, really big improvement. So far this season, 2 cups and a semi-final in the Champions League. I think it's been quite successful. Squad-wise for the final time then, Daka gets 31 goals, so he gets a deserved start majority of the time. Pedro getting 16, not bad in his first season. Harvey Barnes, 17 goals, 14 for Maddison. Amad Diallo with 13 as well. Iniacho with 13 also. So we had 6 players on double figures. But Daka, 31. That is superb. And he's turning into a very, very good striker now. At 27 years old, he's only worth 5 million. I think that should be a little bit more than that though. Assist-wise, 15 for Harvey Barnes. Dewsbury Hall getting a few games as well, and Maddison with 11 and 10 for Carvalho as well in his first season with 3 goals has been superb. And then more assists right through the whole team, all the way down to the bottom. Did Onana didn't get a one? Did we have another goalkeeper? I thought we had another goalkeeper. Maybe we didn't. We should have had another goalkeeper. We just had the one goalkeeper. Wow. Ben Nilsson getting a few off the bench as well. A few games. Ignacio as well. 4 goals. That's superb. I mean, we did really, really well. Absolutely amazed with the way this team has managed. Just for reference as well, £73 million going into the next season. Amazing. Right, we're going to hold it here. I hope you've enjoyed this rebuild. Are there any things that you would have done differently? Players you would have got rid of a lot earlier? Players you probably would have brought in a lot earlier as well. What do you think to them transfers made? Are they well, they're probably not realistic, but it is just a fun rebuild. If you guys have a go at this rebuild, let me know down in the comments how you get on though. And also smash a like on the video as well if you did enjoy this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you for the next rebuild. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.